very good evening and welcome to your sports in this hour here on Newzroom Prime. Let's start off with news from the Rugby World Cup after Springbok coach Jacques Nienaber announced an unchanged team to face off against England in the semi-finals of the Rugby World Cup this coming Saturday at the Stade de France. The team picked is the most experienced in Springbok history with a combined total of 895 caps. It's also only the second time that Nienaber named an identical lineup in 64 tests since he and Director of Rugby Rugby Rasmus took charge of the team in 2018. The only other occasion was in the opening match of the 2019 tournament, which was lost 13-23 to New Zealand.
And I knew we were going to come through, so I'm just over the moon. South Africa is just too good. That's it. We simply the best.
Well-loved, world champions, world number ones, and a team driven by purpose.
It's more purposeful when you don't do something for yourself only, when you're adding other people that you don't even know or never even met. When you start playing for others and start doing things for other people, it's not easy to give up. It's much harder when you think of how many people would give anything to be where we are. And, you know, majority of the people in our country are unemployed, some don't have homes, you know, and for me, not saying I'm going to win every game, but giving up and not giving everything will be cheating, not just myself and the team, but the rest of the people at home. And the harder we play, the more we do well, the more we are able to open opportunities for others, so that also drives us. And I believe we're a purpose-driven team, we're not a trophy-driven team. Of course, the trophies help you to get more people want to work with you, but the country itself, and sometimes you get to look at your struggles or what you are going through and feel sorry for yourself, but no, but we don't. We use that pain and those struggles and we put them on our shoulders and we carry them with us to drive us through the battles.
Director of Rugby Rugby Rasmus and head coach Jacques Nienaber's men pride themselves in being a tight-knit unit.
Ivy was special last week. I think he always gives 100% for the team before trainings, how he sees the game, his inputs amongst the group.
The three of us actually played with CR from under 19, which is also quite special. He's a special guy to have in our environment as our leader. Really look up to him, and I think it's, like Damien said, a privilege to have him with us.
Even Anarchia doing that for us is incredible, the work they do, and just to make sure we get the right options. So yeah, I mean, Franco is a team man. I think if there's one guy in the team that no one will ever dislike, it's probably Franco, because he's just always up for a laugh and always just ready to work and give his all for the team.
For this week, Nienaber named an unchanged team from the battle-hardened 23 that saw past France to face off with England. While many expect South Africa to win and consider them the favourites, the defending world champions are taking nothing for granted.
No, obviously we don't see it that way, because we know how good England is, and we know how good England is in the World Cups. We see the previous World Cups, how they've played. And the team, as Jacques said, how they've changed, how hard they work. We'll be silly, I think, to be thinking like that. And we've never been like that. Doesn't matter who we're playing, that's the most important game. We need to get through this game to give ourselves an opportunity to get to that. Because I've seen in the World Cup, you've seen teams not even in the top 10, beating teams in the top 10. So we'll be silly to think like that. We're not in that mind. We know exactly what they're going to bring and the motivation they have behind it.
Of the teams remaining in the tournament, it's only England that are unbeaten. They're a team that's hitting their straps. Currently ranked 5th in the world, they're on a run of 5 consecutive victories, something that hasn't happened for the English since 2020. South Africa, ranked number 1 in the world, are a team that have shown they've got the adaptability and the agility to seal some of the best opposition in world rugby. When you look at the tournament history between South Africa and England, they've met 5 times previously at the tournament, and South Africa have come out on top on all but one of those occasions. No matter what happens at the Stade de France this Saturday in the second semi-final of the Rugby World Cup, no one will doubt the commitment and the determination of the Springboks. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405 in Paris, France, I'm Vaylen Kirtley.